Hi, my name is Adam Atlas, and I'm a lawyer who advises payments companies. The purpose of this video is to talk about registration with Visa and MasterCard of independent sales organizations. An independent sales organization is a business that wishes to solicit merchants so that a bank could offer those merchants payment processing services. So if we have Visa and MasterCard up at the top here, they, if you will, set the rules for the industry. There's a kind of self-regulation within the payment processing industry, and that self-regulation is directed to a large degree by Visa and MasterCard. And they've basically said that if you wish to solicit a merchant, we'll put the merchant down here, and offer them the payment processing services of a given bank, you have to do so under a name that has been registered with Visa and MasterCard. The way to become registered with Visa and MasterCard is to become sponsored for such registration by what is usually referred to as an acquiring bank. Acquiring because that bank is in the business of acquiring payment transactions and funds for merchants in exchange for those transactions. So if you've got the acquiring bank that is part of the Visa and MasterCard networks, and they are happy to enter into a relationship with a merchant pursuant to which they will process the merchant's transactions. Now over here we've got the ISO, which is an independent sales organization, and they are in the business of soliciting merchants on behalf of a given acquiring bank and offering those bank services to the merchant. Once the merchant wishes to procure the services, they enter into the merchant agreement with the acquiring bank. The rules, however, say that for an ISO to solicit a merchant, they must do so only in a name that has been registered with Visa and MasterCard. So if this ISO were to register, they would enter into a relationship with the acquiring bank, but they would also be in direct privity of contract with Visa and possibly MasterCard, through which they would obtain a registration allowing them to use their name. What do we mean by their name? Let's say the ISO is called Acme Merchant Services, so they can go out and solicit that merchant under the name Acme Merchant Services. If the ISO has agents under them who solicit and bring merchants to the ISO that the ISO then forwards on to the acquiring bank, the ISO has to oblige those agents to also use the name that the ISO has registered. If you have, however, an ISO that does not wish to register, they may be doing business through a processor, such as a Global Payments, First Data, that type of entity, or they may be selling on behalf of another ISO. And if they do so and do not register, well, then they have to sell under that processor's name or under the name of some entity that is registered. I hope this is helpful. If you have any other questions, please visit us at adamatlas.com. Thank you.